take my clothes off.
Actually, we can do this way. We can go here. I feel like busting loose. I feel like busting. Hey Josh, what's up?
I like it. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let me just get this up so I can see Chad better. So hanging at home. Nice. Poppy Chulo Chad is he's doing your mom right now, Ethan.
All right. On that note, from Poppy Chulo Chad's disrespectful comments in the chat, mods, can we get that taken care of?
He's a mod.
Mod?
Okay.
Poppy Goat would like us to sing Ram Ranch. That's a very interesting idea, Poppy Goat. All right. Welcome to Ethan and Michael's
Are you
podcast.
basing this tone of your voice off the lighting and what we look like?
Yeah. All right. Welcome to Ethan and Michael's podcast. This is episode 2, filmed on June 2nd. Still pretty excited about what the mods are doing in the chat. They've been making some great work done. So I want to start this podcast off with a section that's primarily Ethan with Michael's commentary. This is Ethan's notes.
There's like a jellyfish in here. Where? Do you see it? It's right here. It's like floating. No.
I don't see it.
I don't know what it is. It looks like mucus or something. It's pretty gross.
All right, so this is a segment called Ethan's Notes from January to February. The first note is code, and it reads 27527. It's not important. Then the next one says Richard Feynman, Money Gods, Sapiens, GMM, Generalized Method of Moments.
These are books you're supposed to get. Someone told you to get those.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Do I get to guess? I'm going to guess what all your notes are.
This one says Bianca Meyer.
Instagram girl.
Girl whose name I forgot at the bar, saw her the next day and forgot her name again, asked her for her name and decided to put it in my notes.
Gotcha.
That was a great guess. This one is called Drell Dorsey, Elliot Showery, Louis Blaskic, and then a bunch of spaces, then Moonlight by XX Tentacion.
Yeah, same thing. Trying to remember people's names from Vietnam.
All right, this next one's really fun. You don't really need to guess. This is from February 7th, 2019, and it's Black Hour Notes. Beatles talk during Odin death. That was from me, high on Valium. I guess I was thinking about Beatles talking during the scene in Thor Ragnarok when Odin dies. So that was the segment. Well, actually, there's one more. February 12th, 2019. It says March. So that's all my notes from January to February.
I have a note in my phone that I think is from it's from sometime last year, but I think it was like a letter or something. I could read that one. It's something about like being scared when you're sleeping or.
All right, time to start the official podcast. That was just an introduction segment. Why does Ethan sound like a schmuck? Should I talk like this for the rest of the... What's going on here?
I'm just seeing what that... Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I think the framing's a little...
No, you have cough on your lens. Oh, that's good. That's perfect. Okay. This one, this next segment is called How Ethan's Toenails Prove Psychology is a Pseudoscience.
Okay.
But we're not going to show them my toenails because the analogy makes no sense.
Okay.
So, here are my toenails, right?
Right, I can see them. I wish you guys
And
could see them
psychology
too.
is a pseudoscience.
I have to think about that.
I had a real train of thought going here.
It almost looks like this toe grew backwards.
This one?
The toenail. You know what I mean? Because it's missing the paint on the front. It just doesn't make any sense.
That is a really good point. How on earth did that happen?
Rye said, there you go, hey guys. Jordan Wallen said, hey Ethan, drooly face. Ethan looks like Loki from Thor.
Hell yeah. He's a good looking guy.
You do look like Loki. Painting toenails give you bad luck, I heard. Ew, toenails.
Okay.
Feet is nasty.
So this is why psychology isn't a real science. A hard science is a pseudoscience. In order to have the scientific method in play, which is what the definition of pseudoscience is, a science not based on the scientific method, you have to have an independent variable, a dependent variable, and controlled variables. And the controlled variables is really important. You have to be able to control the variables to test one of them reliably with some margin of error. Now, if you've got all these toenails growing, and you're trying to, at different rates, and you're trying to you're trying to test the effectivity of toenail polish on toenail growth, these are all growing at different rates. Mm-hmm. So how are you going to test whether or not putting toenail polish makes it grow faster or slower or faster?
I think you average it.
But that's not based on the scientific method.
No, I think that when you do things with like a bunch of stuff, you're supposed to just kind of like, right? Just kind of take like the.
Yep. I don't know.
Your toe is small. That's what I learned.
Dude, look at this toenail. I've been picking at it and it's all uneven.
If you guys could see these toes, you'd freak out. You'd be so excited. One of Ethan's toes is so small that it could be on a baby. It could be a baby's finger.
This
Your toe, this looks like a baby's thumb or a baby's.
Like a baby's middle finger, right?
Yeah. It's like.
Yeah. Like, give me my food.
Dude, that's so scary.
Okay, you want to move on to the next topic? I'm really excited for this one.
Michael looks like that kid in science class that had to pass to play sports.
Nice.
Let me look at that and see what I look like.
I can kind of see where both of them are coming from.
Is it because you can see my head through my hair?
Okay, the next topic is Sydney
not
Spiller's butt pictures. And I've been wanting to talk about this all day.
This is probably... We should have made this the topic of the podcast.
I put butt pictures on there.
I was thinking of your butt pictures, though.
No.
Okay.
We're talking about Sydney Spillers and Kaylee Clapp.
Yeah, Kaylee Clapp, that's the one we should really be talking about. Sydney's more of like a...
We need to talk about
secondary.
the irony of it first, before you talk about how much you want to
No.
move your face around in between those cheeks.
I never said that. I just think that... Who was at the epicenter? Really, Nicole Huth started the movement.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe we should start with her.
Nicole Huth. Let's talk about Nicole Huth.
And that's spelled NICKEL _Huth.
_back_?
Isn't that her Instagram?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nickelback Huth. Can we get a preview? Oh, yeah. Dude, you have to show them a preview.
Of what?
The butt pictures. Make sure that their accounts are public first.
How do I do that? Since you don't follow anyone, can you just look on your live stream?
Yeah. It's getting hot in here, so take off. Getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off.
What's her thing start with? Sydney's?
What's up, Diego?
Irritable.
I don't know if Kaylee Clapp has any posted.
No, irritable bitch syndrome is the one to look at.
Let's try it. Okay, so this is public account, so we're good to show this. Did she even post any?
No. Nicole's over it.
Oh. Okay, so it's just City Spillers at
Yeah,
this point.
look this one up.
Okay, all right.
This is like this is the epicenter of the butt pics now.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let me find. Let's start with where it started. Let's get back to the roots. Just to give the story. It's
Okay, we have to go to like our Lollapalooza trip with them.
No, that far back.
Yeah, that we took a butt picture with them because they ironically took them all the time in the elevator.
I don't remember that. So just to give you guys some background while we're looking for these, basically what happens here is these girls from our high school, they started taking these pictures of their butts, and at first it was supposed to be like ironic because it was making fun of people who took pictures of their butts. Because it's like, oh, you put your butt on Instagram, like, that's dumb. I don't know. I don't really get the joke. I know that's supposed to be ironic, but I'm not sure who exactly it's making fun of besides Rachel Wilburn, maybe, one time. Okay, how long... This is from Lollapalooza. Okay, sweet. So, yeah, show that. So, this is what let's see how good that comes up. Hey, Noah. This is their... maybe a little bit closer. So that's like a butt picture there. You know, it's not the easiest to see. Wait, actually, you know what I can do? I can probably...
I think that's a good display right there.
Oh, yeah, that is a good display. Damn, okay, that's good. Okay. So, then we get to irritable bitch syndrome, and trust me, this train of thought, it's going to go somewhere. You just got to let it get on the rails, so...
So for a very long time, I thought all of these pictures were ironic. Like, they were making fun of it, and then it became like a common joke. But then I saw one too many butt pictures where I was like, I don't think that they're making fun of it anymore.
So the problem is, I'm sure that they're part of the albums, but I don't want to have to go through all the different...
Just go to the most recent, like, beach series.
Okay.
I know that's the one you want to look at anyways.
Oh, this one's the worst. Okay, yeah, we'll go to the beach series. So, but this one's not... Okay, I see. So it's almost like... Here, you do it.
Oh, I feel kind of bad.
you have to swipe to show that in the whole series.
No, well, they're all pictures like similar to this, okay? So it's just like kind of casual butt pictures, but there was quite a few posted by every member of the party. And this was the one where I was like...
Oh, we have to say hi to Brazil guys first. Hey, Brazil guys.
What's up, Brazil guys?
And hey, Naomi.
Hey, Naomi. Here you go.
Start.
So this was when I was originally like, this is no longer ironic. Like, this is real butt pic time. Like, these are non-ironic. It's summer just sprung up. It's the perfect time to post a booty pic because everyone's fresh in their new bathing suits. And Michael doubted me. But we just recently saw a post that secured my thoughts on the whole matter. That it's unironic now.
I think that it's still attempting to be ironic, but this one just strikes me as like...
That's a dress.
I just don't really get this one.
So it's... No.
Dude, you have to. You showed the other ones. You're the show guy. You're putting
you guys
this
get
on
a
the
quick
internet.
sneak peek. All right. So now I no longer think that these are
They
ironic.
weren't even posing properly.
Well, that's the thing about it. I still think there is a small hint of irony, but I think the irony is to mask them having the ability to post their butt pictures without feeling bad about it because it's done in an ironic manner. It's like me posting a picture in a tie. Like, haha, yeah, I'm posting a picture in just a tie, but also look at my nice body, right? It's very similar to that.
No, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I feel like...
I'm guilty of this as well. I just want them to come clean in front of the press and say that they are proud of their bodies, like every woman should be. See how I took that and spun it really well? Okay, that's kind of ironic. I can't see much because I keep looking at the light. Put red in my eyes.
Um,
But yeah, I don't think those pictures are ironic. That's the whole point of the story.
yeah, I don't have much of a point to this story either, but I think it was a great conversation topic.
Okay, so quick segue. Michael's going to sing a song while I pull up this note.
It's getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off.
All right, the next topic is sexy time versus the opposing party of Brexit. Now you can take this however you want, Michael.
I'm going to go with Brexit.
No. You can't take it that way, though.
Oh.
We're just going to compare and contrast the two.
Okay. So are Michael and Ethan going to post butt pics? That's a good... Ethan actually has a butt pic. You know, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. But you're going to have to wait for Ethan's Instagram post to get the full quality thing. That's going to be pretty exciting, I know.
Naomi asked if you could see... Is that songs? What is that noise?
I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot of good content coming your way. Butt pick together like the girls did. That would be pretty funny. But the thing is, it's not fun. Like, I think that it's reached a point where the irony is not strong enough. Where if Ethan and I did it, it would even be funny. I don't think that it would be funny, period, if we did it. Because it would just be really weird.
It might be kind of good as one of my banner posts, though.
And I don't have a big butt. So Ethan's butt would be big. But
We could frame yours in the front.
could we do Facetune?
What I'm thinking is a butt. You imagine this banner pic, right?
Uh-huh.
Butt, your head. My butt. No, your butt, your head.
Mm-hmm.
My butt, your head. Or my butt, my head. So, like, your head is popped up and we're laying sideways.
Okay.
And my head also be popped up? Yeah. Both of our heads will be popped up.
Okay.
Fuck, how does this work? This works. We'll think about it later.
Yes, Michael, sing. Again, if you arch your back, it makes your ass look better, Ethan. Can you sing doing your mom? Just arch your back, babe. It also makes your waist look smaller.
Naomi, I know how to make my butt look big. I used to have a really special walk I did at cross country practice that impressed all the guys.
Parker Heath.
All right. So this topic is sexy time versus the opposing party of Brexit. And I'm going to come out and say it. Brexit was a rush decision. And sexy time could be that too. So that's one similarity.
Yeah, another thing is Brexit caused one of the parties to be really dissatisfied afterwards. Sexy time.
There's actually a topic in the podcast a little bit later on that fits really well into this.
Okay.
If you want, we can jump ahead real quick to that.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
we will hang out with you, Parker. If we don't hang out with you before this, then you're going to have to come over for our housewarming party, which we'll pick a day for.
Let's do a couple more comparisons and contrasts.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the next one, and it'll
Sexy time.
segue perfect into it.
If you're in England, then there's a lot of similarities.
That wasn't a good one. I think that generally conservatives are against Brexit in England, like English conservatives. And conservatives are also
No, I think
a
that
little bit against sexy time.
I think that conservatives were what made Brexit happen. Because they were like, we don't like the other countries like that were supporting them or whatever.
So I rescind what I just said. I need to add that to my list of words.
Resend.
Rescind. It means to take something back.
Yeah.
It's spelled RESCIND.
Okay. Or, yeah. But you should write it in your dictionary as RESEND.
I think that the similarity between the two is the conservatives were for Brexit, and conservatives are also super horny and have lots of kids. So
Wow.
they're both conservatives, like both.
All right, now here's another similarity. Both English.
All right. This is a really fun one. I was going to save this for last, but we're going to do it right here. This one is the worst sex you've ever had with full names.
Okay, you go first.
Damn it. I set myself up. The worst sex I've ever had, I don't know the girl's name.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
sure.
going to pass that one off. Because I don't even know her first name. I blocked it. I blocked her on Snapchat. It was the one that remember, I said this can never happen again.
Yeah, you guys had sex?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, this is incriminating.
So I have to go with the second worst sex I've ever had.
Who's that?
I'm thinking.
What about your old girlfriend?
You know, I will count all of our first attempts to have sex as the worst sex I've ever had. Because there was no, like...
Amanda.
It was like, yeah, let's have sex. But there was no getting in. It was just stopped. It wouldn't go in.
Who is this with? This is you and your girlfriend? Who are you talking
My
about?
ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
There was no going in. It was like my penis would bend and break before it went in, and it would hurt.
Okay.
So that was horrible.
Okay.
Also,
Wait.
one time...
Who are you talking about? Your first girlfriend?
No, I'm talking about... Oh, the worst sex I've ever had was with Sophie Finster.
Dude, you
So my first time having sex. I just told 3 bad stories. And as soon as my penis... This was losing my virginity. As soon as my penis was inside vagina, I regretted it. And the whole time I regretted it. And I felt bad. And I wasn't that attracted during the process. And I didn't finish. And I felt bad. During and afterwards.
Wait,
Before, I was like, I wanted sexy sex.
Oh, dude, Naomi called you out. Your penis is bending, so you couldn't stay hard.
No, I was hard. It's like you push it against something hard, and it like... Has that ever happened to you?
Maybe you were semi-hard. Me, Chris, and or did Davey. Huh.
It wasn't like a... It was like a lot of force.
I think that means you didn't do enough foreplay.
There was a lot of foreplay. There was a lubrication problem.
Oh.
And a virginity problem in that case.
Wow. That's so deep.
All right. So, Sophie Finster, I regretted it the whole time. And I felt bad about myself. Are you ready?
Okay. I have to think. So she wasn't... Is that accurate?
Yep. I'll sing a song while you think. I gave my dad AIDS. He wasn't happy. He died at 40. Sorry, daddy, daddy. Gave my dad AIDS. He wasn't happy.
Did Ethan just scratch his butt?
No, I scratched my tattoo. It still itches, so they give me an opportunity to scratch it again.
Did tattoos ever stop itching?
Yeah. I think that there's something wrong with this one. It like bled, and I had the plastic on it. My tattoo I got in Vietnam was actually like good, like a day after. But this one bled and it itched because the guy shaved like this, up and down,
Okay.
with like a Bic razor basically when I arrived, and then it itched really bad for like a week, 2 weeks after, and it was pretty dry, and it was bleeding the day after, and then the day after that. Underneath the plastic, so I don't know.
That sounds really bad. Did you just keep it on with the blood?
Yeah.
You fought in Vietnam.
No.
What do you think of Ethan's alpha tattoo, Shelby? Can you show Shelby in case she hasn't seen it? Maybe not. It's okay. It looks like an alpha.
It's on my bicep.
Don't think I've seen it. Oh, dude, you might have to show her.
We'll do that later.
Okay. You sound like Lexi Barnes, Chad. Did I tell you that?
What?
I was talking to Lexi when she came over to the hotel room, and she was like, "Where's Ethan?" And I was like, "I think he's still in Vietnam." And she was like, "Is he like part of that, like, the war?" And I
Holy
was like-
shit.
But then she thought, I think what happened is I said that you were employed, and she thought I said you were deployed. So, Lexi would be a great porn star, probably.
You can't skip the sex question.
Okay.
With a full name.
That's tough.
I'll go on the record and say Lexi is common sense, like in conversation, the dumbest person I've spoken with.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Every conversation I've had with her, there's just been one obstacle after another.
I've always had
And I've had very little conversation with her, so it could have been my fault. I could be the independent factor there.
I couldn't remember Ethan. I'd probably have to go with just one. That, like, one time I made a video out of, because that was pretty terrible.
Okay, you felt bad the whole time too?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all right.
Two of us.
All right. So now we can go on to the next topic, which my editors, my content emitters said was pretty good. It's this one. I'm reading the things from here instead of saying the words I wanted to say. This one was inspired by one of my favorite podcasts. We're going to be on a guest on it in the next 12 months. It's Impulsive. And this topic is Google. You good, bro?
Wow. We're going to do that segment.
Do you want to skip it?
Did you already do it, or do we do it live?
Dude, I don't know what was live and what wasn't. Your stupid podcast or your stupid live stream thing didn't work.
Wait, what?
The Google one.
My Google didn't work?
No, your live stream thing didn't work during our conversation. So I don't know if that was...
Oh, no. I mean, Google you good, bro? I'm assuming you type in, like, words in Google. How does this work?
Google crashed today.
Oh.
I wanted to talk about it.
Oh. I totally thought that you were going to take a segment directly from Impulsive, where they, like, typed in things on Google and then it autofilled, and they were like, you good, Google?
No, this was just inspired by the "you good, bro" that Logan Paul always says. That's the only inspiration I got on this.
Okay.
I want to talk about Google's big crash today.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that.
It's pretty interesting.
Fuck you,
to me.
Google.
Today the podcast was down, or the live stream was down on YouTube for what, 3 or 4 hours?
Yeah.
It was like noon until
at least 2 hours.
Noon Central to I think 8:30 p.m. Eastern is when the article said it got resolved. So
Okay.
6.5 hours YouTube was down. And it was pretty stressful for Michael because he live streams his entire life and he has everything archived on there. And he had to take down one of the videos.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't hear that earlier, I actually had to delete this morning's video in order to start, because it got caught midstream and it was just like stuck in this, like, it was like stuck in the live stream chamber basically. It wouldn't, there was no interacting with it. It was just like a dark cloud of like internet matter or something, and it was taking up the space, so I couldn't start a new live stream because it just fed into this one that didn't exist. But it showed that it existed, and it just loaded forever.
Was that the live stream where I danced around?
I actually didn't get any of that. Wait, from
the car wash?
all that's only on Twitch.
I watched it on Twitch today.
Yeah, okay.
I skipped through it. But the reason why Google was down and the live stream's gone was actually because, or not Google, YouTube was down, was because of a Google crash. And since everything is based off of Google, like Google Drive and Google Cloud, then the Google crash affected all these other platforms. I think the list was like Vimeo, Snapchat, what's the one I used to pay?
Google owns Snapchat?
Yeah, well, Google Cloud has software in Snapchat.
Okay.
Everything you can log into with your like Gmail thing is cloud powered on the back end.
Wow. That's crazy.
So like hypothetically, Tinder could have been affected.
Wow. That's crazy to think about.
But the app I used to pay, I cannot remember the name.
Circle?
No, the one that we use.
Venmo?
Yeah, Venmo was down for a while. A bunch of stuff was down. And it was all because of a Google crash, which makes me think it might be worthwhile. And Michael brought up a good point to this earlier, but I'm not sure if it was caught or not, and we could talk about it on the podcast anyways, for people to move away from using Google as their backend and have like proprietary backend management, like backend services.
Sure.
So instead of being able to log into everything with your Google and have everything Google based, to segregate it a little bit so that way if one thing goes down, everything doesn't go down. And I looked at the Google stock today, and I expected it to go way down because it crashed at a certain time, but the stock closed at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure if all stocks close or... No, Michael didn't break it. If all stocks close that time on Sunday, but I think it usually closes at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I've no idea what happened there or what's going to happen going forward with Google, but I am interested to brainstorm, talk it through.
I have a segment that I'd like to do really quick in the middle of this. It's called Bitcoin Price. Okay. Now back to the Google segment.
What do you think? Do you think that people will not want to use Google as much on their back end because it caused a
I don't know. I think
multi-platform crash?
I mean, what big tech company has not had a day where they've had an issue? Google is definitely still the best. And what I was saying earlier is that it would take so long for anyone to be as good at doing what Google does as Google.
I mean, look at Bing.
Bing is really that's why like the reason that there aren't good competitors to Google, so primarily YouTube, like the reason there aren't good competitors to YouTube, the reason that Vimeo sucks and like people don't use like other video services is because Google's had so many years of learning.
Vimeo is Google back too,
but it's not like the search feature in Vimeo and stuff like that. The infrastructure of Vimeo is not like,
okay, yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just so hard to compete now because these other companies have had so much experience with. It's like new electric car or new automated car companies competing with Tesla. Like the reason that Tesla's already so far ahead with automation and like that they feel so confident that they are not gonna even have like good competition for a little bit is because they've had so many hours already of learning, in like their network, that all the other competitors just have a ridiculous amount of catching up to do. Dailymotion sucks too. Yeah, if that's a video platform, then the fact that I haven't heard of it isn't a good sign.
I don't disagree with you.
How do you feel about those pimples right there?
Dude, they really upset me. I can't see them right now because of the light, but...
Do you want me to shine some light on them?
No.
Guys, what do you think of the new house? Let me hear your thoughts. And what do you think of Ethan's new blouse? He hasn't worn it yet, but if you think it's going to be cool, then just...
Or the old blouse, the orange one. One thing that I think is bad for the podcast is asking questions for the chat
It's true.
It's definitely good to respond to chat, but if we ask questions,
You're right.
there's definitely like a lag time where we're not giving them any good content to grab
You're right.
onto.
You're right. I'm glad you guys like the house and that you think Ethan's lights are the best. So now I'm going to ask you a question, Ethan.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a situation. You're going to tell me what color you'd change your lights to, okay? You just got a call and your mom had a heart attack.
Is Davey around?
No.
Okay, so not red.
Oh my God.
I would need something to feel better.
The deer head and black paint idea.
Can I turn them off and just stand in front of that painting with the glow in the dark eyes?
Yeah, you can do that.
That's what I do. So I put some glow in the dark paint on the eyes and like some hair streaks on these weird looking girls paintings or something. I don't know what it is exactly, but I would turn the lights off and stand in front of that painting with the glow in the dark eyes, just look into the pupils and expect some like. Hopefully they talk to me or something. My mom's like, everything's gonna be okay, Ethan.
Hopefully the paintings talk to you.
Yeah.
Are you calling Davey a prostitute?
No, I turn the lights on red for sexy time. Well, I don't do it now, because I don't get sexy time.
He's turned it on a couple times.
Yeah, but Michael wasn't in.
Where did you get the deer head from? A
Garage
deer, duh.
A garage sale.
Some dude next door just was leaving, and he was going to sell us some stuff, and then I saw a deer head in the wall, and I said, "Can I buy that?" And they said $10.
I do have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
5 segments left.
let's do it.
Okay, this segment is called "Today I Took a Bad Poop."
Okay.
Today I took a bad poop.
How bad was it?
I was FaceTiming Davey, and I was like, "Oh, can I talk to you while we poop, or while I poop?"
Okay. Holy poop.
And she's like, "Sure, I don't care." So I go in the bathroom, and I sit down on the toilet, and I have my phone on, and then I realize what's coming, and I smash the mute button, like the like button in a Jake Paul video,
Okay.
and it's just like. I can't even recreate the noise, but it was loud, and it was staggered, and it was bad. And then I unmuted it, and we were talking for a minute, and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm done pooping,
Yeah.
puping, which is a really sloppy poop from Ethan's dictionary. And,
You gotta write that down right now.
and like 30 seconds later, the poop came out again, and I didn't have time to press the mute button. Davey had this look at first, like, what the fuck did I just hear? And then she realized she said she was okay with it, so she had to own up to it. She owned up to it. But it was a bad poop nonetheless.
Wow. Did you eat cheese?
I think it was because we picked the cheese off of Toby's taco yesterday, but I'm not sure we got all of it. And that small amount of cheese might have gotten my whole digestive system bad. And I drank a glass of milk. Which isn't a good thing for me to do. What did it smell like? Bad. I don't know what it smelled like, but it was bad.
Did you write down your puping?
Oh, no, I can't see my screen.
Okay. I'll do one of my segments in the meantime.
Okay. Dude, I don't know where that note is.
Okay, this segment is called Should I Buy Another Bed Set so that we have an extra nice bed set in the house for when people come and stay instead of a really shitty full bed? You guys have to advise me. Michael's house should be a dairy-free zone. Okay, now what's your next segment?
Oh, it's trivia time.
Okay.
Would you like to ask me the questions, or should I ask you?
I'll ask you.
Okay, here.
Cities blowers butt pictures.
Oh, wait.
No, it's cool. I got it. Vehicles from which country use the international registration letters WG?
I wrote these questions down
Yeah.
and I Googled hardest trivia questions. So that way when you couldn't answer them, I could call you stupid.
Why can't you answer them?
Because they're hard. Burn verb?
Dude, you read the answers, though. You wrote them down.
Yeah.
It was... Answer is Granada. All right. What was Elton John's first U.S. #1 hit?
Are the first two words the last? Crocodile? Is that in there?
Crocodile's in there.
Amateur crocodile?
Oh my god. No. Crocodile Rock.
I knew that one.
Oral Roberts University. All right. In which decade was the Oral Roberts University founded at Tulsa?
1920.
That was so far off for you having written this question.
Told you they're hard. Aren't you glad I gave you the option to ask?
Yeah.
When was it?
It was 1960s.
That wasn't that far off. 40 years? That's like 2 of my lifetimes.
All right. If our dads were married... ... Then what?
Well, we get to talk about different parts of it.
Okay.
In fact, if you want to host the rest of this, you can.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let me just put one more.
Shelby, who would I invite over who I shouldn't have a nice bed for?
Someone you're going to sleep with?
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah. So if our dads were married, my intentions with this one is we get to talk. At first, I was going to write if our dads were married, who'd be the bitch. But then I thought there's a lot of different little questions we could answer after that statement.
My dad would be the breadwinner.
I get it. You're richer than me. All right.
But probably not by a long shot. What, is that false?
How much do you think my dad makes?
I don't know.
He works a lot, but he doesn't make as much as he should.
What does he make? Oh, okay. That's what to think. I don't know if that's true.
We talked about it.
You talked to him?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was talking about income caps.
Oh, okay. Apparently Ethan's dad makes $50 million a year, but he puts it all in Swiss banks.
Yep.
And then he uses Swiss francs. And I miss Frank.
Frank.
Yes.
Frank Ocean. I haven't heard one of his songs in forever. I miss him too.
All right, if our dads were married...
so if our dads were married...
Would your dad wear a ring?
Yeah, I think so.
What if it was a pretty diamond ring that my dad wanted him to wear?
How convincing is your dad?
I don't know. He did sales most of his life. So...
My dad would probably wear the ring. I have no idea what my dad's like married, so this is a pretty fun talk for me.
Would our moms also be married?
Let's talk about if our moms were married.
Okay.
Who would be the breadwinner?
My mom. Yeah, definitely your mom.
I'm richer than you. How's it feel,
How much
poor
does your mom
bitch?
Oh. Yeah.
I see none
our
of it.
incomes aren't that much different. Now
I see none of it.
I don't see any more of hers.
Oh, you know what? Here, I'll tell you how much my mom made when I was a dependent.
How much?
$30,000 a year.
Alright, what's the difference now? She upgraded. That's good. Happy for her. That's good.
Yeah, me too. I'm happy for my mom. My mom has really climbed the income ladder since her young adulthood. She used to live in a trailer and she couldn't find food. Now she's got a farm for herself and she's pretty happy. She worked hard to get there. But if our moms were married, I have a feeling my mom would be the man in the relationship.
Sure. Yeah,
I think that they would debate aggressively.
I don't know. My mom would probably submit.
My mom likes debating for the sake of debate, though. It's not like angry debate. My mom just likes to debate. I think that they would be a really happy married lesbian couple if I Like,
Probably, yeah.
no, I think I know both of our moms the best. Like, Michael knows my mom less than I know his mom. And I think that they would be a very happy married couple.
Well, that takes us to my next question, which is my next Instagram post, a question for the audience.
This is for both of us, actually.
Okay.
So, this is a question. This is a question for you guys. What should Michael's next Instagram post be? Not on his Livestream account, because that one's strictly business. It just means this is dead. But on his Michael Gerry account, what should he post next? And same goes for me.
Oh, we already did the full name sex one.
Yeah.
Oh, now we'd go to the... Okay.
And then we have the ending segment.
Perfect. That's good. New music video. That's a great idea. Maybe the poop song. Music video. You could put that together.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually, Shelby. I love that.
Post a highlight video and put Doing Your Mom's song in the background.
I don't like that one as much.
I like the first part of it. About peeing off the porch together. All right. We'll have to work on that.
We can definitely do that.
Ready? Let's try it right now.
Me and Michael were peeing off the porch. We've got some work to do on that.
You should post a picture at a playground flipped upside down on a jungle gym with his tongue out.
Who's he?
Me.
Nice. You would look better doing that than me.
Why?
You just probably would look a lot more natural flipped upside down.
That's probably true.
My body would probably be tense in weird spots.
You guys should have seen Ethan trying to take pictures with my cousin, his girlfriend, when they were dating. It was the weirdest, most bizarre thing I've ever seen. It was like...
You have to cover your eyes just thinking about it.
I can't
It's like a stress wipe.
It's like... How do I explain this? It was like if you make a stew and you taste it and you're like, oh, this is bland, this is not good. And then you put in some seasoning. And every seasoning you add, there's too much of that seasoning and it makes it gross. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. And you can't figure out what would solve it and make the stew taste good. That was Ethan and his girlfriend taking pictures.
That is a really good idea.
Ethan big gay?
No.
I agree. Ethan should do a trap place. Michael should post pictures of every public place.
That is a fantastic idea.
That says sorry.
I love that idea, and I love Naomi's idea. Ethan should do a trap flexing video tutorial on Instagram. Those are both phenomenal ideas.
These are good ideas.
Those are my favorites so far.
I like Chris Spectrum Van's idea too, though, to be fair. These are both you, right, Chris?
They are both
Why
them.
are you on 2 accounts? How's it going? All right. So now for the last, we have about 12 minutes left, 13 minutes. This will be an audience Q&A. You guys are allowed to ask Ethan any questions you want.
But you're only allowed to ask Michael questions about nutrition.
And if I can't answer them, I'm going to switch them. Hey, Johnny B.
What's up, Johnny B?
I'm going to transfer them to Ethan. Johnny, since you just joined, we're doing a Q&A. Ethan, are you related to Hitler?
I have some German heritage. I don't know when it gets to America. Next question, please.
He looks like he's been training in the Himalayas, learning the ways of being fat.
Sheesh.
Dude, as much as I know Chris causes trouble in the chat, there's no way that... I don't know, sometimes he has really funny comments.
How are you, Johnny B. Ass?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What is pink eye?
Okay, wait. Naomi asks, have you ever sunburnt your penis, Ethan? No, I have not. But my penis is a lot tanner than the other parts of my body in that area. And I've talked to some people, and they say theirs is the same way. Just like darker color skin for some reason. All right, what is pink eye? That one's for you because it's nutrition related, I guess.
I think that's from bacteria infection because you can get it, like, a lot of people joke, but you fart in someone's eye and they get pink eye. So that's my guess. I don't really know.
Okay, can Chris get a mod?
That one's for you.
No.
I just started watching your videos. Cool, Johnny. Good to hear. Hopefully, there'll be some interesting content in store for you in the next few days.
Yeah, Johnny B, I'm excited to have you around.
It's actually a stream. Get it right, Ethan. That one's for you.
Yep.
Drop your skincare routine. That one's for me. Do nothing ever. Just shave every once in a while, and then use a bar of soap on your face so that you don't get like razor burn.
Do you want mine?
Pink
Pop
eye
your pimples.
is nutrition. Pink eyes. Ask Tony what pink eye is.
Toby.
Oh. Michael looks like he has a major in computer science, but doesn't know how to turn on a computer.
His roast of me was a lot better.
That's really funny, though.
His roast of me was hilarious. I'll give him that.
Do you plan on getting another piercing, Ethan?
No.
I totally know people who are, like, people whose majors, they do a major, but they just know nothing within that major somehow.
Yeah. I took away some good stuff from economics and statistics.
I do not plan on getting another piercing. Another tattoo.
Yeah, I'll get another one.
Do you think you'll get one before MGLS?
No, probably not. I can't imagine anything that would be more pressing, you know?
Or first? I have said for a long time, if I get a tattoo, I'm going to get a face tat first. Face tat, first tat.
You're going to have to get more tattoos after that. You know that, right?
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Jeez. Can you imagine looking your son in the eye with a teardrop underneath your
I wouldn't
right
get that
or
one.
left eye?
That would be really bad.
I think you guys should each piercing it. One time, the funniest Instagram story I ever had was actually, I was in Vietnam and there was this weird water show and I was super tired and kind of drunk during it. I took a video of this dragon or person like flopping around in the water and I said, should I get a nipple piercing? And it was really, really funny.
How often do you do podcasts? We did one last week. This is kind of like a practice podcast because we actually might do one. I don't know.
We're thinking every Sunday.
Yeah, we're planning on Sundays, so once a week, but there's a lot up in the air. You, Naomi, lots of people have nipple piercings.
I'm not really interested in a nipple piercing.
I've only seen girls with them.
I've seen guys with them traveling.
Yeah.
But like long-haired guys who are really greasy.
Perfect.
I washed my hair today.
I like them better than facial piercings.
I don't think I will get
If you had to get
piercing.
another piercing, what would the next one be? You can't pick a year. Or you can.
Pick here.
Okay. Now what if it wasn't a year?
Damn, I don't like piercings very much.
Okay.
Maybe one on like my... Dude, I can't think of anywhere. I wouldn't want it anywhere. Those things are really inconvenient.
Guys who have piercings are gay. Sometimes.
Guys,
Like girls are cool.
off of Chris Signor's recent comment, it is Pride Month. And I'm celebrating, and Michael's not, and let that be noted.
I just couldn't sleep with the paper wristband on. It was uncomfortable. Like, girls are cool, but I dated a guy with one and was not good.
This is interesting. I like girls mostly without piercings. Like, if they don't have their ear piercings in, I think that looks really good. Although some of those hanging earrings do look really good for fancy events. Or just, like, in general.
On stem cell research.
I think it's a good idea.
I'm down with that.
It's pretty interesting.
How did you come up with the podcast name? What did I write for it? Podcast conversation. I think it's... we talked about all the things in parentheses earlier, Johnny B. Ethan came out of the closet. Congrats. Is that true?
No.
Okay.
But this is an
Language quiz.
audience Q&A, so can you leave the questions with the audience, please?
That was for you. It was a question for you. Just forgot to write the hair care routine. This one's for me. Give yourself a bad haircut every week and a half, and then have your friend try and fix it. I promise the show wasn't that good, Johnny B. Come back next week. It'll probably be better.
Naomi said she liked this one a lot more than last week's.
That's good. I'm glad. I'm sure it was probably better than last week's. Cause
Having the little outline beforehand really helped.
Yeah,
even
you're
though
right.
it took very little time to put together.
Last week's we were really lethargic. Ethan, who's your male celeb? My throat is like have been hurting the last 2 days though, so I think I'm a little sick. I've been a little sick the last 2 days.
Yeah.
And I was really tired.
Ethan, who's your male celeb crush? Probably Thor. So what's that guy's name? Miley Cyrus is dating his brother. Can't remember his name, but Thor.
No. Naomi's totally gonna know. Thoughts on Trump and the wall?
Ethan's laugh is stage 4 terminal cancer.
Thoughts on Trump and the wall? That's for you.
I just answered the last one.
No, but I know I only do nutrition ones.
Oh yeah. I have no.
I knew Naomi would know it.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. That's his name. Thoughts on Trump
Shelby.
and the wall? Well, I think the wall is kind of dumb, and I think Trump has like a really good team, but also he has all the power over his team, so I don't really understand him.
Age is nutrition, so we're 21. I'm gonna be 22 in like 2 months. Ethan's gonna be 22 in 6 months.
Longer than that.
Keep the tacos. I think that the only food I ate today might have been tacos.
I do think that like comments like that.
Megay. What is that?
MAGA, Make America Great Again.
I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to have a Taylor Swift party for 22?
Are you?
Whose Instagram? I was on someone's Instagram today, and they had one story. I want to say it was like a comedy person. Damn, I actually really want to remember who this is.
Would you watch a Taylor Swift sex tape?
Yeah.
100% I would. If you had to choose one person, one celebrity, to have a sex tape out, who would it be?
A sex
And it can't be Alyssa Lynch. Like, it's got to be a bigger celebrity than that.
A mainstream celebrity?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't know.
Are you a communist? Poppy Chulo Chad says. Nope.
I can't.
Poppy Chulo Chad says J-Lo.
Who would yours be?
I have a hard time thinking of celebrity names.
Me too. I don't know any.
Maybe like Jennifer Lawrence. But she's like hot in movies, but I don't think I would want to see her have sex. That would ruin it. You know? It's got to be someone I don't care about that much. Who's like a 5'7" blonde celebrity?
Naomi would know, probably.
Naomi, pick a 5'7" blonde, 5'7" to 5'9" blonde celebrity. Scarlett Johansson would be good. Poppy Goat, that's a great point.
That's crazy that Poppy and Chris have transitioned to MAGA. We've gone so long in this live stream without having a lot of politics in it. And now, for the first time, we have a lot of politics in our chat. A lot of MAGA. The girl from 8 Mile. Damn. Yeah, I'm on board with that one. That was cool.
She's your type.
Yeah.
Hillary Duff? No.
Would you smash Caitlyn Jenner?
No, none of the Jenners.
Wow. What about Kim Kardashian?
No, none of the Kardashians.
Hillary Duff?
Hillary Duff's a no.
House
Brittany
Bunny.
Murphy, I don't know who she is.
She's dead.
Here's a good question. If you had to choose one celebrity to bring back from the dead, who would it be?
Andrew Yang.
He's not dead.
Once he dies, I'm going to bring him back. Chris, Senor, you should check out Andrew Yang.
Yang Gang.
Yeah, post. Can you spam Yang Gang instead of MAGA from now on? Biggie Smalls, Whitney Houston, Paul Walker, Biggie Smalls.
Okay, can we ask a new question? There's way too many.
Nipsey Hussle. I heard Nipsey was a really, really good guy.
I hear, I follow, what is that account called? Millennial Republicans. And there's a lot of funny stuff about Elizabeth Warren, even though I don't know anything about her. I think I've figured out like what Millennial Republicans think of her through that Instagram page.
Well,
Alex Jones.
we have time for one more question from the audience. And in the meantime, Ethan's going to do some filler with vape tricks.
Perfect. One more try.
Let's see show the alpha tattoo, Ethan. Who was the hottest girl you guys have ever smashed? That's a really good question. In the spirit of Pride Month. Wow, those are
Do you have an answer for yours?
hottest girl you have ever smashed. Wow, I would say it's probably a toss up between. I think that. Yeah, I would say either.
I'd rather have sex with Lance than Hunter.
Who would you rather? Oh. You rather have sex with Lance?
Yeah.
Why?
Hunter would make me laugh too much. How am I going to have sex?
You should name that. Did you?
The hottest girl I've ever smashed. I want to hear your answer to that.
You're just gonna say your girlfriend, so it doesn't. Count.
I genuinely think she's hottest.
What about not your girlfriend?
Plan B girl.
Should have been Plan A. I think that both Sarah and Maddie were really attractive.
I would pick those two for you too. I think Maddie's hotter than Sarah. Like objectively.
I would. Jordan Walton is weird.
You cannot make fun of anyone in chat like that. That's how you get.
He's very pretty. Ethan, what would you do if you saw Davey sleeping with? That's a great last question. Would you pull out your long hair?
I pull out your long hair.
No,
It's gonna be great by then.
It'll
happen. It's inevitable.
What are you gonna do? What would you do?
Is Michael asleep?
No.
No, Michael's asleep. You guys are sleeping together.
No.
I would get Michael right in the face twice as hard as I got him last time.
Why? Well, if you and Davey weren't dating anymore.
Oh. Well, I would still be really mad at Michael.
Why?
Because that would obviously not be cool.
I wouldn't care if you hooked up with one of my ex-girlfriends. Why should you care
Riley?
about my... Yeah, or Catherine. You can have either one.
What about Paige?
Yep. All you, dude. Why do you get to...
You're a bigger man than
Why
I.
do you get to be mad at me? If you punched me in the face for having sex with your girlfriend, I would be so mad at you. I would be really mad. I think that the bro code, I don't believe in it.
Naomi, can you take Chris Signor's last message out of the chat?
What did he say? I'm the predictor of the future. No, Michael is going to live in a dumpster. Chris, you have to stick to roasting me and Ethan. Who is the predictor, though? What is this? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, can we talk about the bro code? You believe in it, clearly. You're a subscriber.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there are any exceptions?
I mean, like what you just said, if there's like a long enough period and it was an immature relationship, then you
like
can...
a week?
And you can like violate that section, don't have sex with the ex, part of the bro code. But if it's like a...
Watch, Michael's gonna stake your girl's fuck. Ethan's pissed. I would never insinuate that aside from a joke.
I'm excited when Davey's out here and everyone's like, damn, Davey's way hotter than all the girls Michael's had over. And then I get to win.
Until I have sex with Davey.
All right, that's against the bro code, man.
All right, well, that's a good podcast. Thanks for watching, asking questions.
Yo, Chris, you have to stop making comments about people in the chat like that.
You have to make more comments about Ethan being fat. And me looking like a computer science major.
Poppy Chulo Chad, could you take that message out, please? Since you're a moderator.
I brought out a suggestion. Now Mike is going to bang your girl. What does Davey look like? You want to answer that one?
Yeah, she's blonde and hot.
All right.
Wait.
Okay. I'm going to go pee outside. Wait.
The comment that says Jordan is weird, period. No, sorry, Poppy, that's not the deal. Peeing outside is just more fun than being in a bathroom, I think. Uses less water, and there's a water crisis in California.
What happened?
I'm at a standstill with this moderator thing, but Johnny B asked why you peed outside, and I said it's more fun than peeing inside, and there's a water crisis in California.
Is there still a water crisis?
Yeah, Chris, it's totally okay to like have an opinion, but when you start calling out like individuals in the chat, that's just where we draw the line. And if you are expressing an opinion to offend someone, and it makes the chat like an unpleasant place to be.
This used to be savage. Why are you becoming soft? Naomi, I don't appreciate gay people, and that's my opinion.
Johnny B, I have pooped outside before,
You don't
and
poop
that's
outside.
pretty fun.
When this stream, you used to be savage. Saying you weird. Do you think that...
You guys are totally welcome to be savage towards me and Mike.
You can have an opinion.
Oh, respectful to everyone besides me and Mike.
Yeah, you don't have to show us literally any respect at all.
Oh, and Maddie. You guys can be really mean to Maddie.
That doesn't bother me. Why would I care?
Dude, I can't believe you aren't going to stand up for your girlfriend.
That's not my girlfriend. Lol, really? We're camping or just for fun?
Actually...
It's Maddie, though. Oh, yeah, Maddie is a schmuck. I could definitely roast. You guys are going to have to roast Davey so bad. You're going to be like...
come on. I think she can handle it.
Yeah.
I hope.
At least by the time she's my girlfriend, she'll be like more accustomed to it. Dude. That's so funny. She's gonna be naturally attracted to me once I can do more pull-ups than you, because it's like evolutionary.
You're not gonna be able to do more pull-ups than me.
You start training 24/7.
You don't know when I train.
Guys, Ethan is seriously worried right now. He's really concerned. I bet Maddie and Davey wouldn't care about Savage. No, I don't think they would. Jess is sexy AF.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think you give Jess the credit she deserves when it comes to the most attractive girl. I think Jess is attractive.
You think that she's more attractive than Sarah and Maddie?
I think Jess and Maddie are on the same level.
I think that I really like the way that Sarah looks.
Yeah, I think Sarah's your type. I don't think Sarah's unattractive by any means. I think Sarah's like a really attractive girl, but Sarah's not my type.
You only like Norwegian girls?
Yep.
Wait, is Davey that one girl in California? I think
No.
Davey is prettier than Jess. I agree with that.
Is Davey hotter than Naomi? Yes. I've answered this question before. And then I said, sorry, Naomi. But Naomi was there when I answered it, so Naomi already knows that I'm sorry to say that. Actually, I don't know Naomi's history, but Davey was in the military, so I would assume she'd beat Naomi in a fight. But I also kind of assume Naomi can throw down for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I think Naomi would be pretty tough. I'm assuming that I haven't really seen like.
I'm not going to put a prediction on a fight between Davey and Naomi.
If Davey harder than Naomi, then Michael pulled a goodie. Naomi from Canada is soft. You better think your girlfriend's prettier than me.
I didn't like Poppy Goat's comment.
That's pretty funny, dude. Guys,
I'm going to abuse my moderator privileges and start
nope.
taking away all these
I'm
comments.
take away Ethan's mod if he gets to it. Only responsible mods. I want to conclude the podcast by asking you guys to cement that joke into the comments. I'd like to see more jokes about Davey. They're my favorite jokes.
And
Davey is stronger than Ethan.
willed.
Maybe.
Who do you guys think is stronger, Michael or me?
Dude, you're obviously stronger than I
I just wanted them to say it.
I'm not a lover. Actually, you had a really hard time carrying the desks earlier.
You gave me the heavy end of the heavy desk.
I mean, just saying. You had to rest your forearms.
That's from carrying the heavy end of the heavy desk. There was so much more weight on my side.
I have a feeling that Ethan creates a new disease every time he has sex with anyone. So I'd be more likely to steal Davey from Ethan. I'd rather be feared than loved. Chris, you doing any more cooking streams soon? I really enjoyed your last one. It is Pride Month. Okay, we can't keep...
We could probably we're just going to go over to the other... Ethan, have you ever pooped your pants? Yes. We're just going to go over to the regular stream. This is the end of the podcast, but you guys are welcome to keep up the conversation.
As soon as we hear the Ethan pooped me his pants story.
I was in kindergarten and in special class for advanced students where we learned super math, and it lasted longer in the normal day, so you get like half days of my kindergarten, but then like they kept a couple of the smart kids longer. And I was there, and I was like, I'm going to fart. And so I tried to fart, but the fart didn't come out. So I pushed really hard to get the fart out, and I shat my pants. And then I said, I have to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and wiped it, and I was really frazzled. And then I went home.
We smashed Davey. Wait, you went home?
I went home, and I saw my dad. I'm like, Dad, I pooped my pants. And he's like, why'd you do that? And he was mad at me for pooping my pants, and I was sad because I pooped my pants and embarrassed, and my dad didn't support me and make me feel better.
Wow, this is a good question, Poppy Goat. I think that if you played your cards right for a long period of time and you guys really got to know each other, then you'd have a chance.
Yo, I bet you I'm 10 times better than Chris and Yor at making Chipotle burritos.
Let Chad smash Davey.
I would take anybody in this chat in a contest of making Chipotle burritos.
No, he says no. Chad facts. Okay. What about Michael? All right.
We're swapping over to